Dear viewers of the Tom Photo channel, this video is about one of my most special Fuji X mount cameras, the X-T20. I'm not just saying it, I feel it. With its silver color and classic design, it's easily the best looking camera in my collection, and don't even try to convince me otherwise. Ironically, it's also the camera I'm constantly threatening to sell. I've got too many cameras and something's gotta go. The X-T20 is always in high demand, so it should be easy to sell. I post the ad and then I take it down, because I quickly remember that anyone in their right mind just doesn't sell their X-T20, unless they're quitting photography altogether or giving up on having fun. I even looked up the very first photo I ever took with this camera. Here it is. Nothing special, just a roadside snap, but this is where it all began. These are perhaps my favorite photos taken with the X-T20. I think it was just a couple of weeks after I got it. We were on our way to a short evening hike with the kids. Halfway to the location, we saw some stunning clouds hanging over a romantic farm landscape in southern Estonia. Everything around us looked so pretty and tidy and harmonious, it felt like we were in a movie. I used the Fuji X-F18 to 55mm lens, which remains one of my favorite lenses for the X-T20. Some cameras are just too large, cumbersome, or frustrating to use. Others might be perfectly fine, but they lack that special character. The X-T20 is free of all those problems, as far as I'm concerned. The more I think about it, the more I realize it's a very complete package, possibly the best camera you can buy for the money. In my first Fuji X-T20 video, which I've linked below, I compared the X-T20 with my other cameras in the X-T lineup. The video became one of my most popular. In my opinion, the X-T20 is the best entry point for anyone looking to get into Fuji or into photography in general. I honestly don't think you can get this much camera for the same price anywhere else. That said, Fuji prices tend to defy logic. Some go up with time rather than down. A great example is the Fuji X-10. Years ago, it was going for around €150, then €250. Now people are asking $350, even though it has a tiny 230 EXR CMOS sensor, 12 megapixels, and a non-removable lens. Still, the X10 is a legend, and I feel like the X-T20 is on its way to reaching the same status. No, it doesn't excel in any specific area. It's just a fantastic all-rounder. Maybe not ideal for fast action or extreme weather, but for casual photography, traveling, and landscapes, it fits like a glove. I use my X-T20 the way people used cameras in the past. No connectivity, no apps. Just SD card in, SD card out, followed by light treatment in GIMP. If you're new to my channel, let me explain what makes the X-T20 so special. It's the same thing that made the X10 special. You pick it up and you smile. That's how you know. It's something you want to hold. And that's the first essential step in becoming great at photography. If you don't enjoy that first step, there might not be many more to follow. Part of the magic is its compact, take-me-anywhere design. Part of it is how easy it is to use with those large, clear physical dials. And no doubt a big part of it is how the camera feels, like a sophisticated and stylish tool that's also logical. And did I mention the large shiny buttons that take a bit of effort to turn and click into place? There's no better way. The reward? The amazing photos and the colors that are more exciting and unique than they are strictly true. The camera feels like a friend, your buddy, but you're the one in control. It supports you. You're not just out shooting with a camera, you're out shooting with a buddy. It's no secret I'm a Fuji fan. I love the philosophy behind their cameras, at least most of them. A camera should be more than a machine. It's not a lawnmower. It's an extension of your thoughts and intentions, offering feedback in the form of a dialogue. It has opinions, but it doesn't impose them. It presents them as part of the creative conversation between you and the gear. The X-T20 does this beautifully. It encourages you to explore and experiment. A perfect example, Fuji's film simulations. This camera makes you want to try things. It invites creativity. So why did I ever consider selling it? Why not instead use it as a bridge to bring my kids into photography? Wouldn't that be a better investment? I think it is. A basic camera can feel limiting. An overly complex one can distract from what really matters. I talk about specs on this channel, and sometimes I wonder if I'm doing a disservice. The truth is, all the specs we need for amazing photography have been around for years. Great cameras don't suddenly become non-great just because time passes. Most cameras, old or new, offer more than we know how to use. What we really need is to focus more on the process of photography than on specs. When did Leonardo da Vinci ever talk about the specs of his paintbrush? It amazes me when I see titles like, "New camera model out, should you upgrade?" No, you probably shouldn't. Or, "Is this camera still relevant in 2025? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? What's so special in 2025? Maybe a better question is, show me your photos, then let's talk about whether a new camera would help you improve or help you enjoy photography more. And with the Fuji X-T20, for most people, the answer is no upgrade needed. Of course, there are exceptions. If you're a wedding photographer who needs dual card slots, you may have to switch. If you shoot high-speed action like motorsports, you might need something with a bit faster focusing. If you require in-body image stabilization, weather sealing, or top-tier video specs, this camera might fall short. And if you shoot massive ad campaigns that cover entire walls, sure, you'll want medium format or maybe even film. But for the rest of us, for me, the X-T20 continues to lead, not lag. Thank you for watching and for considering subscribing to my channel. If you love your X-T20 or think you will love it, show your support by leaving a like or a comment under the video. Share your own X-T20 story in the comments. And above all, I wish you joyful photography. Photography that's more about fun than specs. See you soon. Goodbye.